Greetings and welcome back to the Cataclysm. It is day 12 of autumn, just coming up to 8 in the morning. Isdar is a little bit tired, but quite full, fairly happy, and I have moved most of the books out of Colin into the various bookshelves where they belong. The books that remain, however, I've basically moved over anything that I already know what it is, that I've already read in the previous episode, and have filed away some things that I can still learn skills from, most things that I've just got recipes to learn from, should I want to. Keeping the DIY compendium in Colin, though. But what we are going to now check out are all of the books that I haven't yet read. Actually, that said, why have I not put on my backpack again? That would probably be an idea. Yes, let's wear our reinforced backpack and wear our reinforced large quiver. There we go. We'll have a little bit more room in our inventory now. That should make this significantly easier. So we'll move all of these across. There we go. Right, as usual, I'm going to have a quick read of the book so we know what it is, just in case when you're playing the game yourself, you might want to know what book will have a particular recipe, or indeed what book will have a particular skill, so you can keep your eyes open. So first, the First Responder Handbook. Okay, you can't reload a reinforced machine. What? Oh, right, okay. I tried to reload my weapon a little while ago. That's right. Right, heard a couple of rumbles of distant thunder while we were reading. We skim the First Responder Handbook to find out what's in it. It can bring our first aid skill up to 6. That's pretty good. Requires first aid level of 3 to understand. Requires an intelligence of 8 to easily read. Takes 30 minutes. And contains 4 crafting recipes. Disinfectant, saline solution, hemostatic powder. I believe that is powder that you apply to a bloody wound, and it'll cause the blood to clot a bit faster. I could be wrong about that, though. But I believe hemostatic powder basically stops you from bleeding. And antiseptic powder, those actually all sound like pretty awesome things. It looks like we've already learned. Oh no, I believe that a skill book gets precedence over a recipe book, so we probably don't know those recipes yet. A history of firefighting. This can bring your fabrication skill to 9. Wow. Requires fabrication skill of 7 to understand. Takes 10 minutes to read. The book contains 20 recipes. Flame-resistant suit, a pair of flame-resistant gloves, flame-resistant hood, entry suit, pair of flame-resistant socks, survivor. Ooh, okay. Now, survivor gear is very, very important. I've been told by a lot of people the survivor gear is basically flat out the best gear that you can have in the game. Infrared goggles, filter mask, gas mask, extra large gas mask. We've got light amp goggles, rebreather filter cartridge, survivor fire hood, survivor fire suit, halogen bar, fire axe, ANBC suit, and an AEP suit. That is pretty interesting. Now, we already have our fabrication up high enough. It's purely the recipes there. A swashbuckling novel. Raises your morale by 7. Only takes 20 minutes to read. A road novel. Morale by 4. Crime novels. Morale by 3. We've got Trapper's Life. This book takes 8 minutes to read. Contains 1 crafting recipe. A bear trap. Oh, can bring your trapping skill to 1. That's actually worth reading. High Explosives Quarterly. Can bring your launcher skill to 1. And contains 1 recipe, a 40mm pipe launcher. 2, Batter Up. Can bring our bashing weapon skill up to 1. We've already got that, I believe. Doesn't have any recipes. And Lessons for the Novice Bow Hunter. I doubt we're going to need this one, but we'll have a look. Archery skill up to 2. It's got a couple of a stone bow. A pistol crossbow. Okay, well, that's interesting. It does have some recipes that I haven't seen before. Okay, we're going to drop off Lessons for the Novice Bow Hunter, Explosives Quarterly. We'll read Trapper's Life. And we'll drop off the handbooks there as well. We'll drop off all of this. We'll read Trapper's Life. Perhaps I will have Isdar actually spend a little bit of time in his base, but there's certainly a part of me that's thinking, well, maybe we should just go out and actually raid that library before we settle down to do a bunch of study. But let's... actually, no. Before we do that, let's get nice and comfy on our chair there. And then, are we hungry, thirsty? We're kind of. Let's have some wood soup. Let's go ahead and... Now we're full. We're slaked. We're fairly happy, I imagine. Oh, wrong button there. There we are. We're a little bit cold, but we've read Trapper's Life. Oh, I guess skimmed it. It was enjoyable. Enjoyed a hot meal. Enjoyed wood soup. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and have a little bit of a read now. Study until we learn something. Yes, we'll only have one thing to learn, but it's going to go up pretty quickly, I imagine. And it's snowing outside. I am going to have Isdar go through all of his clothing and pick out the balaclavas and things like that again, because it is getting to that point of the year where Isdar needs to be concerned with keeping himself warm once again. But there we are. Trapping skill is now level 1. I'm very happy with that. Right, we're going to drop off Trapper's Life. Let us have a quick look. Survivor. We can make a Survivor runner pack, a survival marker currently. Custom built lightweight runner pack, durable and carefully crafted to hold as much stuff as possible. This gear is strapped onto you. This piece of clothing performs well even when soaking wet. This can feel good. This piece of clothing is designed to protect you from harm and withstand a lot of abuse. It has protection of 3 on bash and cut. It has storage of 25 and 0 encumberment, which is nice. We would need 1 backpack, 2 tanned hides, 6 rags or some leather patches, a chest rig, a pair of drop leg pouches, a utility vest, a tool belt, 4 pouches, 2 leather pouches, 1 tactical dump pouch, 2 purses or 2 fanny packs, and 80 duct tape to make it. Oh, okay. I'm fairly certain we saw some masks as well. I'm absolutely certain there were some masks. Let's have a look. Brief history of firefighting had these masks in it. Perhaps our skill is just not high enough to make them. Let's have a look on our fabrication. Our fabrication is actually only 6. That's interesting. I was fairly certain that this book... Oh, it'll take our fabrication to 9, so we actually do need to read it. So its skill books do not have a higher priority over books that just have recipes. That is good to know. Certainly good to know. I imagine that, yeah, I'm going to have Isdar take some time. Let's turn Colin around first and bring you straight back down here. We'll stop you there. Now, I do kind of need to start moving things around. Specifically, I would like to make use of these places. We're not going to use them just yet. In fact, let's drop off this book. We're not going to do anything with it just yet. There we go. We will actually start using those lockers as places to store our clothing that we're going to be going out in. But for now, let's just try and get everything sorted out here, shall we? There we go. Now, there are a number of things that I can repair, and that will give us a little bit of skill. Quite a lot of things, actually. Quite a lot of things got a little bit damaged before. We do not need to be wearing the poncho right now, so let's take off the poncho. Then apply the unfolded poncho, so it's folded again, and we'll keep that on us. It's good to have with us, I feel. The next thing, we are going to have to find the balaclavas and the long underwear and all of that good stuff, because right now, well, his head is the only part that's really cold, but everything is getting a little bit colder now. We want to pull all of these warmth levels back up again. Very, very much so. Let's see, what are we currently wearing? We've got long underwear top, long underwear bottoms. Let's actually have a look. We've got 1 pair of socks and boots. We could happily wear another pair of socks. So let's see. Around, I would like filter socks. We should have reinforced pair of socks. That is in 7. Let's move across here. I would like that in my inventory. There we go. We'll wear those socks now. We'll also position them. Want them up there. That brings our feet up a little bit in terms of warmth. Next, legs. Got cargo shorts, cargo pants, long underwear bottoms. The legs are actually some of the warmer parts of us. What about hands? Pair of light glove liners, flame-resistant gloves, armored fingerless gloves. We've got glove liners. Was there anything else that I could use to warm our hands? So let's have a look at hand. No, not sock, hand. Reinforced pair of hand wraps. Might be able to wear those, actually. Or liners. Glove. We got anything that's reinforced? Leather gloves, light gloves. That might be what we want. Let's take both of these into our inventory and see what we can do. We will also take these... well, actually, we'll work on the flame-resistant gloves in a little bit. But the dented pair of tactical gloves. I'm interested in this. Let's grab those as well. And let's also have a look at gauntlets. Scratch pair of fire gauntlets. Let's pick these up. I want to have a proper look at these items. So let's have a look at the tactical gloves first. Pair of reinforced Kevlar tactical gloves, commonly used by police and military units. This piece of clothing can be refitted. This gear is generally worn as clothing. This piece of clothing is designed to protect you from harm and withstand a lot of abuse. Currently even dented, it's got a bash protection of 3 and cut protection of 4. It's made of Kevlar and leather. Whereas we've got armored fingerless gloves, bash 12, cut 12. A pair of gloves with no fingers allowing greater manual dexterity. These have been crudely reinforced with steel guards across the back. Encumberment is 0 on that. What about the tactical gloves? Encumberment is 1, but they could be pulled down and made to fit. So that would be worth it. The pair of gauntlets, ooh, encumberment of 4, and they already fit. So no, we're going to be dropping off the gauntlets then. Let's have a look at the light gloves, generally worn as clothing. And the leather gloves, generally worn as clothing. I might be able to have the light gloves as well as the armored fingerless gloves. I'm not sure about that. Let's just have a quick look. The glove liner is going to be worn close to the skin, I imagine. Yes. And a pair of flame-resistant gloves are going to be worn as clothing. Oh no, lies close to the skin. Ah. Aha, aha. You know what? I wonder if I could wear these. Let's try. Let's also move over to my hands. I mean, this gives me a lot of protection, decent warmth, a little bit of encumberment. Let's put those there. Those are far more protecting. Okay, I think this could work. Let's grab my items from Colin. I would like very much to have my bone needle and my toolbox and my welder. Right, okay, so we want to apply the bone needle first and see if we can repair the dented pair of tactical gloves. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Let's keep doing that. Can't do anything interesting with your... Oops, I meant to apply my bone needle and then repair it. Okay. They now fit. And they're now extra sturdy. Let's also repair my trench coat while we're here. Oops, wrong button I pressed there. Anything else? Pair of flame-resistant gloves? No, let's repair our long underwear. We'll also repair our filter mask. I don't believe we can, no. Okay, so let's apply our welder, was it? Filter mask. You make it extra sturdy. And welder again. Stylish sunglasses. And welder again. Pair of flame-resistant gloves. It's not made of plastic, metal, or Kevlar. Okay, well, maybe we use the bone needle for this then? Don't have enough Nomex. Okay, well, that's fine, because we should actually have a lot of Nomex nearby. We want to move things to the ground underneath us. Let's filter for flame. We'll take the flame-resistant hood. This hood as well. This hood. This hood. We'll take shredded flame-resistant gloves. You know what? We'll grab all of these. We'll just disassemble everything here. Ooh, that's my kill count. We have killed many, many things. My lord. We can't, fortunately, easily destroy all of those things. So we're going to have to do all of this in our inventory, I'm afraid. Okay, well, let's start then. So, a pair of reinforced leather gloves we can just get rid of. No, we don't want to do that. The ripped pair of flame-resistant gloves. Start with you. Oh, okay, we can't disassemble it. Can we disassemble it with a machete? Yes, probably. There we go. Finally, we're getting somewhere. It'd be nice if there was an easier way to do this automatically. But, you know what? This is fine. As long as it gives us enough Nomex to actually repair our current flame-resistant gloves, that would be fine by me. We would like to get the hood there. Another bit of Nomex. We're actually getting a fair bit of Nomex here. Another hood. Oh, we got 2 Nomex from that one. Nothing from that one, unfortunately. Let's try this hood. Just one. There's one more now to cut up. Flame-resistant socks. Let's not be cutting up our flame-resistant socks, shall we? I just read that. My lord. Let's have a look at you. A snug-fitting pair of socks made of thin and lightweight Nomex fire-resistant fabric. Tough yet breathable. They are light and comfortable to wear under clothing. This piece of clothing is can be refitted. Lies close to the skin. Clothing performs well even when soaking wet. That actually sounds pretty bloody nice. Okay, well, let's wear those flame-resistant socks then, shall we? We'll also drop down the reinforced gloves, because I just don't think we need those. We'll also drop the gauntlets as well. We will drop a pair of our reinforced socks, if I can find some. Oh, don't want to drop that. There we go. Now, let's apply things to the correct area. We'll put the flame-resistant socks on top of my socks. We need to sort those out. And apply our needle to the tattered flame-resistant socks. And then apply the needle to the pair of flame-resistant gloves. Extra sturdy. We're actually really repairing things. You repair the shredded pair of flame-resistant socks, waste a lot of thread. No! Please just don't waste any Nomex, because that's the only thing I really can't get much of. That's pretty much the only reason I went to the fire station, was to get all of the Nomex that we would need. Now, let's have a quick look. The flame-resistant socks, pretty good bash and cut protection, actually. A little bit of warmth. Not so great, but, you know, it'll do. Garg shorts, you know, this is fine. One next to the skin, fits you well, fits me well. If I could get something else that I could wear next to the skin, that would be fine as well. Next to the skin, is water-friendly, is waterproof. Glove liners, next to the skin. Flame-resistant gloves, next to the skin. Tactical gloves, fits you well. Pair of armored fingerless gloves, fits me well. No encumberment at all, but we've got a lot of protection there. The tactical gloves have a huge amount of cut protection, but not very much bash protection at all. The advantage is that they cover my hand 100%. So, whereas the armored fingerless gloves only cover it by 50%, but do a very good bit of protection where they are, if for some reason the attack misses, well, you know, it's got a 1 in 2 chance of hitting a part of my hand that isn't protected by the armored fingerless gloves, then not only will this have better cut protection, it does have a little bit of a bit less of bash protection, but it has some at the very least and covers it all. It's also really warm, which is actually quite nice. Okay, that's fine. Long underwear top and trench coat on my arms. One over your other clothes. My arms are probably going to get cold very soon. Filter mask, currently. We could go for a full gas mask, maybe. Pair of stylish sunglasses, of course. The hard hat we're currently wearing. Really, is that what I'm wearing? A hard hat? I mean, it offers good protection, I suppose. A little bit of encumbrance, but not too much. Right, we've got a tank top offering me barely any warmth at all. A trench coat, a backpack, a large quiver. I am thinking that we need the warmers. We should have some warmers around here somewhere. Let's pick those up. So the pair of leg warmers, pair of arm warmers. We should also have a balaclava. We'll take that. I wonder what else we have. Hat, bowler hat, top hat, top hat. So tempted. So tempted. Fighter's helmet though might be quite nice. Pair of turnout boots. You know, I need to check out the turnout stuff. We'll take that top hat. And we'll have a look at the turnout coat, turnout boots, turnout trousers. Well, yeah, we'll have a look at these things. Right, first and foremost, the top hat. It has an encumbrance of 1 and it already fits. The only hat for a gentleman. Look exquisite while laughing in the face of danger. Gear is generally worn as clothing, fits us perfectly, is very fancy indeed, doesn't really offer much protection. The balaclava, however, should be pretty warm. Fits perfectly and lays easily, worn close to the skin. That's good. I wonder what our hard hat is like. S. Encumbrance of 1. Excellent protection from cuts and percussion techniques. Parry. Gear is generally worn as clothing. I mean, it's hard to replace that one. Just because it actually has its own protection. But I'm not sure that one counts as armor. Let's have a quick look. Okay, don't drop it then. If we look at our shattered firefighter helmet, cut 9, bash 9, warmth 15, coverage 75%, encumbrance of 4. The distinctive helmet worn by firefighters, more than just a piece of firefighting equipment, they serve as a badge of honor and respect. A piece of clothing can be refitted. The gear is generally worn as clothing. A piece of clothing won't let water through. A piece of clothing is designed to protect you. It is apparently fancy as well, which is amusing, but it doesn't have the parry. So I'm thinking that one's going to be dropped. Heavy pair protective overalls worn by firefighters, highly resistant to flame. They provide excellent protection, fits perfectly, worn as clothing, pockets to warm hands, won't let water through. It's encumbrance of 2 and I just don't want that on my legs, unfortunately. So we're going to be dropping the firefighter helmet and the trousers. Also drop off the Nomex patches. They're close enough that we'll be able to deal with them. Right, let's wear the balaclava, the arm warmers and the leg warmers, and then reposition everything. So that's all okay. The leg warmers need to go next to the skin. We'll pop them there. So that brings our leg warmth up to 15, which is fantastic. It's out of the negatives. The arm warmers don't go on the hands. They go on the arms. There we go. So long underwear top, pair of arm warmers, trench coat. So we've got 2 things next to the skin and nothing else that is worn as clothing, if you like. We could possibly wear a shirt. Now we want the balaclava under the filter mask. That's actually really good. Our mouth is now warm, but it does have extra encumbrance. But then that's the filter mask, I suppose. We need to have a look at the other gas masks. A pair of stylish sunglasses, the balaclava hard hat. That's fine, no encumbrance there from that. We've got a tank top, long underwear top, a balaclava, large quiver, trench coat. I'm thinking instead of this tank top, oh actually mind you, it's worn next to the skin. I could probably get away with just wearing something like a vest as clothing. That should definitely be there. Overclothes, belted layer, that's fine. We could easily get away with a shirt of some sort. But let's just have a look at this hard hat again. Warmth of 5, coverage of 80. Warmth of 5, coverage of 50. I really want to wear this. I really, really want to wear this. But I can't. Is that I hope you understand what how much I'm sacrificing so that you don't have to die. Right, we want mask. Got gas masks, the filter mask, dust mask. Right, here we are. The PBA masks. We'll go for the scratched one here. There we go. And we'll also pick up the gas mask as well. We then want to look for top or shirt or vest. Might have no utility, no shirt, dress shirt, long sleeve shirt, worn Linux t-shirt. We'll grab that. We don't want an undershirt though. Sweatshirt, shredded sweatshirt, polo shirt. We'll take a long... Well, we'll take the dress shirt, actually. And we'll also pick up the sweatshirt. And... Is there a hoodie? There is a reinforced hoodie. Right, we'll check these out. Now, let's first have a look at the torn Linux t-shirt. It's probably worn next to the skin. Oh, it's generally worn as clothing. Okay. Only the torso, though. Warms it to 5. The Universal Operating System. I feel like I need to wear this one. Let's have a look at the gas mask as well. Bash 6, cut 6, warmth of 20, but an encumberment of 3. Full gas mask that covers the face and eyes provides excellent protection from smoke, tear gas, and other contaminants. This gear is generally worn as clothing. That encumberment, though. Yikes. We'll have to see if we can refit it. The hoodie... Generally worn as clothing, okay. A sweatshirt with the hood and a kangaroo pocket in front for storage. Goes on the torso and the arms. Good amount of warmth. Clothing has pockets to warm your hands. Piece of clothing has a hood to keep your head warm. Okay. The dress shirt. White button-down shirt with long sleeves. It looks professional. Piece of clothing fits you perfectly and layers easily. Worn as clothing. Maybe. The sweatshirt, thick cotton shirt provides warmth and a bit of padding. I mean, that also looks possible. Okay, well, let's take off the filter mask first. So you've got a bash of 9 and a cut of 9, encumberment of only 2, environmental protection of 7, though. No, warmth of 15. We're taking that off. We're going to wear the gas mask. And we're just going to check that out again. Warmth is higher. Bash and cut not as good. Higher encumberment. Environmental protection of 16. Whereas the filter mask. Where are you? Reinforced filter mask. Environmental protection of 7. The scratched firefighter PBA mask, however. Encumberment of 3. Environmental protection of 7. Warmth of 70. The eyes and the mouth. We could reinforce it. A full face mask commonly used by firefighters. The battery-powered protective breathing apparatus provides excellent protection from smoke, flame, and other dangers. Use it to turn it on. This piece of clothing fits you perfectly. This gear is generally worn as clothing. This piece of clothing won't let water through. I mean, there's certainly something to say about that one. It fits with an encumberment of 3. But my gas mask... Let's apply the wooden... bone needle to the gas mask. It's not made of fabric. Okay, we'll use the welder then on the gas mask. We've made it extra sturdy. We do not appear to be able to make it fit. Well, let's check it out. Bash and cut protection of 9, but it has a permanent environmental protection of 16. Alright. Let's take that off for a moment. And instead, wear the PBA mask. Now, if I have a look here, wow, mouth and eyes are super encumbered. Why is that then? Environmental protection is 7, encumberment of 3. Do I have to turn it on for it to stop encumbering me? Let's turn it on. Let's have a look. Mouth and eyes have dropped. They're not nearly as bad anymore. And let's have a look at this. Wow, environmental protection of 30. Pretty much nothing would get to us with that. I mean, it's nice, but... And it's encumberment of 1. Oh, I haven't taken the gas mask off. Oh, that's a tool. There we go. Right, so we've got a very low encumberment. Very, very low encumberment. Very high environmental protection. Okay, let's turn you off. Let's apply the bone to the gas mask. You repair it. You make it extra sturdy. Okay, let's check it out now then. Cut and bash protection are lower. And it does encumber us, but when we turn it on, it stops encumbering us almost instantly. It like really pulls down the encumberment and gives us crazy high resistance to contamination. The eyes being encumbered, though, is a bit of a problem. Let's have a look at that. Perception is -4. Mouth running cost is just increased, but what is encumbering our eyes? Let's have a look at that. Eyes. It is just flat out this encumbers our eyes. I don't think we can really wear this then. Because that loss of our perception is painful. What would the gas mask encumberment be? I think it's exactly the same, actually. The eyes, the mouth. Whereas the filter mask doesn't cover the eyes. I think with this one, we're going to put the firefighter's gas mask in to Colin. We'll drop off the regular gas mask. We're not going to be holding on to that one. Where are you? Reinforced gas mask. But we will actually wear at all times the filter mask. Just, you know, to keep us safe. Should a bad time come along where we need to have something even better than this, then we'll use that. But, I mean, you know, that can try and keep germs down. Let's wear our torn Linux t-shirt and our reinforced hoodie, I think. We'll drop off the dress shirt. Get rid of that. And the sweatshirt. Did I wear the hoodie? No, I did not. There we go. Sorry, yes, I did wear the hoodie, I mean. We want this. It could be refitted. Move it down there. The hoodie has a hood. It has pockets. We'll put that there. My arms are basically not encumbered at all now. But I think perhaps we're going a little bit overboard with the heat. Our arms are way too hot. I can take off the arm warmers, actually. The hoodie also gives us a little bit of extra storage, which is nice. Our torso is slightly encumbered, though. What is adding to that encumbrance? Let's drop the Linux t-shirt. Where are you? There we are. And our encumbrance is back down to 1. Okay, that doesn't hurt at all. Let's get rid of the arm warmers. There we go. I think we have now set up Isdar as well as we can do. He should now be good from any issues in regards to heat. And yeah, pretty happy with that, actually. Pretty happy indeed. But looking at the time, I think that is about the wrapping up point. So all we've really done today is we've read a couple of books, we found a couple of interesting recipes, and we have massively increased Isdar's gear. He should be good for now for dealing with the coming apocalypse and the winter, more to the point. We've also increased Isdar's ability to carry items. He now has a maximum volume of 90. That's not a small amount to be able to carry around, which I'm actually really, really pleased with. But it is going to keep getting cold, so how about I actually pick up those arm warmers? And we'll place those into Colin should the time come where his arms start to get really cold, then we can flop those over. But honestly, the arms are probably going to be good, especially whilst we're wearing that hoodie. But that is going to be it from me for now. So what I'm going to have is probably start reading those books off camera, get a good bit of learning done, eating, taking vitamins here and there, and other such things, and generally trying to improve his situation. And when you return, we will be heading out to the library to get more books. Probably also on to the coffee shop and the fast food restaurant to see if we can't pick a couple of things up. I may actually, before we do that though, might actually go out and start salvaging these solar panels. I would like to get the RV outside of the church updated. But that's all for a future episode. So once again, I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you will be joining us for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.